toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And it felt like it watching the game tape. He got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
And some room to roam now. There he goes, right side. And all the way home for the Bills touchdown.
Devin Singletary certainly capable of breaking off some big runs, and he got loose on a big one there.
And there was so much that was impressive about this play, but it wasn't just what he did downfield. How about what he did behind the line of scrimmage? This wasn't a play where he just had a direct path to get him downfield and make the big play. He had to adjust on the fly behind the line of scrimmage, and in the end, that became a tremendous run.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
But when I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, I thought about you during the Turkey Bowl last year.
Yeah,
you guys
right.
had the same stats, except he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award with his.
Well, he got touchdowns. I got picks. I like going back watching the film with you, and we thought it was a good performance in person. Obviously was, but you thought even better on tape. It was really something to watch.
Yeah, what I love was how he spread it around. A lot of people involved in the passing offense. 4 touchdown passes culminated it.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They're going to look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. Not much room to run. Just gets it to the 35 after showcasing his tough running. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Allen going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holloway. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They'll try to run for this with Singletary. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 99 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when, When a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Now a run with Singletary. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Now Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen, he finds his man, complete. It's Bryant. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the Giants' 14-yard line.
Here's Allen. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. To throw, it's Allen. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So a 1st interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that. Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going, runs like that.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. On play action, they'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short gain here down to the 22. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You've got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the handoff, it's Singletary. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. New York ready to go again offensively. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. And now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5.
Their first sack of the game, and it doesn't come from a usual suspect, not somebody up front, but Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited to make that play because you're exactly right. Is it normal to call his number to run at the quarterback like that? Usually you're defending the pass, but he takes full advantage and dumps him to the turf.
Now he'll escape to his right, and he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense back out ready to go.
Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Allen. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. To the air, Allen. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL. Some good games starting in the early window on Sunday, and one of the big ones features the New England Patriots as they get set to host the Philadelphia Eagles. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well, one being out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Rams taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. And finally, on Monday Night Football, should be a good one there between the Carolina Panthers and the Washington Football Team. With that, let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Giants. And they were able to find some success running the football, which is something they'll need to continue to do in a close game like this one. Meanwhile, for the Bills, by comparison, they've been the better of these two sides in the rushing department, as you see the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. It's a big-time play there for the G-Man.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And we often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw here. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's Allen to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, and they'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Come on, fellas.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now a handoff looking right. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll set up to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Singletary to get the drive started. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play. I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll run on first down. Singletary, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Allen. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go play action here on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. Now back to throw. Man open is Robinson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Back to throw now on first down. Steps away to his left, and he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
They'll look to throw.
And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
To throw, it's Allen. It's complete to Diggs.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Allen's throw is complete, and he's brought down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
And that one, just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within 1 score.
All hope not gone yet, but at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within 1 score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And the Giants send out their punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And this will be taken at the 13. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Buffalo offense and Devin Singletary heading back out there. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
Throwing is Allen. He finds his man, complete. That's Bryant. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Here's Allen. Forced out to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Allen. He gets this complete to Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Going to throw right side here, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now Allen. Oh, no, he lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
And they will take a knee here. And a sight that's becoming familiar in this season. They remain undefeated, another win under their belt.
And they did it the way that they really want to. Taking a knee at the end of the game. That means you have the ball, you're in control, you dictate the final part of this ball game, and they did exactly that.
And the clock rolls down to 0. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Giants, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Panthers next week. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets.